Hello traders, welcome to Trading with KS. I'm your host today, KS. So this is the news session for trading on the 26th on the week of the 26th October 2020. So let's dive into the news. There's one important news that everybody should know is that the stimulus. Okay, looks like the stimulus is not on track for the early release. So now you look at the market now. Actually, the U.S. dollar has gained some strength due to the lack of the stimulus progress. Okay, so lack of progress towards the stimulus. Okay, so a lack of progress in stimulus will have a negative impact on the U.S. Stock market. Okay, U.S. Indexes, and therefore the the financial instrument that we gain is a US dollar because US dollar and especially Japanese yen, these are the safe haven stock when the investor feel a lot of risk in the market, okay, they will always turn back to the US dollar. So there's a possibility that US dollar and Japanese yen will gain some momentum this week if the lack of progress of the stimulus still continue. Okay, let's dive into the calendar. Let's see the last week calendar. What happened actually last week? Last week I already spoke about the China GDP not doing that well. Okay, they expected 5.5. Actually, the result is only 4.9, but still better than previous 3.2. Okay, but not as positive. Therefore, it's not a very good sign for Aussie dollar and uh, a New Zealand dollar. And okay, cat the CPI number also not so good. CPI number, retail sales number, and the retail sales number and the core retail sales number did not perform that well. That's why last year you see a retracement of the Canadian dollar. Okay, the British pound actually gained some momentum last week. So do they monitor the Brexit progress? Okay, so whether there's any negative statement on the Brexit. So the USD last week actually the USD did the unemployment claim actually is much better than expected. Okay, it's in they expected in the 860k 800 range, but now it went back to the 700 range, so it's a positive for the US dollar. And but the CB leading index fell below, and the New Zealand dollar CPI number also not doing so well, fell below. And you look at the last Friday, okay, this is the uh, important day for the Eurozone. A lot of French PMI, German PMI is a mixed result. Therefore, you don't see a very strong impact on the uh, euro. Okay, euro did have a growth a little bit. Did have some movement on bullish movement last week. Okay, due to some of the reading here, which is positive. But the result is not it's not very convincing. And also bear in mind that Italy and a few other European country actually is reporting uh, surge of the COVID virus cases, and even some of the country are preparing for shutdown some of their economy. So this will be a negative sign for the European economy. Okay, Britain plus PMI slightly not doing as well, and US manufacturing also fall a little bit behind uh, the forecast, okay, but still is slightly better than previous. Okay, the US, due to the lack of stimulus, we will expect a positive momentum for the US dollar this week. Let's see what happened this week. What are the high impact news that will affect the market this week? Okay, there's a daylight saving time shift for Euro, CSF, Great Britain, and New Zealand dollar. Okay, on Monday we got the new home sales. They expect a positive number. Tuesday, also USD, they got a core durable goods order, negative number. Durable goods order, a higher number, and the CV consumer confidence, which is slightly higher. This is the uh, goods order rating. Okay, how much the value of a new purchase order that placed on the manufacturer. Okay, so this is a indicator. Okay, whether uh, factories, whether they are ordering more goods, okay, more goods for production, or they are actually ordering less goods for the production. So this will impact. Okay, this is their forecast on the economy, whether the economy is growing or they think the economy is shrinking. So we got the Wednesday, we got a CPI number, and we got the Canadian monetary policy, where they expect to keep the same interest rate, and we also forecast that there won't be much changes on the interest rate because the economy in Canada actually is doing fine. Okay, so there will not be a drastic. We don't expect a drastic changes. So Thursday will be Japan. The Japan Bank of Japan also we have another monetary policy statement, and we also don't see a lot of changes on the policy. So let's wait for the announcement, see what is the whether they will make any changes to it. So Thursday also we got the advanced GDP, the quarterly GDP for the US dollar, and we have unemployment claim, which last week US did very well. So let's see this week whether there is any changes. So there will be a lot of data on Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Thursday we do also have this refinancing rate, the monetary policy statement, and the ECB bank conference. Another monetary policy statement for the euro dollar. Okay, for the eurozone. So the refinancing rate is 0, and they expected to be the same. So 2 o'clock there will be a pending home sales. Okay, the sales of the new houses in the US. So Friday we will have GDP for the German, economy barometer for Swiss franc, Swiss, Canadian GDP, US price index, personal spending. So they expect the price index to go down, the monthly price index, the personal spending to stay the same, Chicago PMI, okay, the manufacturing to go down, UOM consumer sentiment to be the same, and the China manufacturing PMI, okay, the purchase manager index to be the same. So this will be the high impact news that you need to watch out, especially for GDP. You have to watch out for the Canadian GDP. and Canada, and things that you need to also watch out for the US GDP, and you also need to watch out for the EU monitoring rate and the CA CAD monitoring rate. Okay, so this is the important one, and also the core durable goods order for the US. Okay, whether the order is they have more order or less order. Okay, let's look into the few indexes chart, and we will add on something. We'll talk about the a few of the popular stocks in US, but let us go to the indexes first. See what happened to the US indexes. So for Dow Jones, right? The Dow Jones actually broke the trend line. This one the short term uptrend trend line has already been broken. Now price is moving forward towards to test the long term trend line. This one, this trend line. Okay, if the price actually broke the trend line, there will be a short-term retracement. We consider retracement, and the support is actually here. We have a support line over here. Okay, if the price broke here and broke this support, then we are looking towards a downtrend. Okay, but we will have to wait and see whether this trend line actually can provide the support for the price to go up, or the price to come down, break this trend line to continue the short-term retracement towards this uh, support area. Okay, this support area, which is the low on the September, the low during the September session. Okay, so we look at the S&P 500. S&P 500 also similar thing. Okay, it's still an uptrend. Okay, the price almost reached the all-time high, and it didn't. So the price actually retraced. Okay, and broke the short-term trend line. Okay, now it's moving towards to test the long-term trend line. Okay, so possibility. Okay, if the price uh, can hold, okay, this will be a place for the price to rebound, okay, towards the upside. Or if the price break down, so very likely the price will come down to test, okay, this trend line. Okay, this support, okay, the structure support for the price. Okay, so this is still considered retracement of the market. So if it break down from this trend line, so maybe we need to prepare for a longer term downtrend. Let's look at the index, the Nasdaq. Nasdaq, similar thing. The price broke the short term trend line. Okay, now it's coming back to test this trend line. So the similar thing also. Okay, if the price, this will be the support area. Okay, this will be the support area for the price to bounce up. If the price able to break this trend line, we are looking it to retest the bottom. Okay, the previous bottom will provide the support. If the price break the previous bottom, so we could be looking for a longer term downtrend. Let's look at Apple. Apple stock is quite similar to the indexes. Okay, but the price made a lower high similar to the indexes, so it's testing the long-term downtrend. Okay, this is the trend line, a long-term trend line. Okay, so now it's testing the trend line. Okay, if the trend line able to hold, high possibility the price will go up. Okay, if the price unable to hold, very likely it will come down to retest this support area. Likely it will come down to test this support area. Okay, this is just a quick analysis of the indexes and some of the share. This is no means in-depth analysis. Okay, this is just a quick simple analysis of the market. So then we have Amazon. Okay, Amazon also the same thing, a very bullish stock. Okay, almost reached the highest high. Okay, the previous high. So now the price actually has gone down and retest the uptrend. Similar thing, whether can break the trend line. If the trend line can hold, price likely to bounce up. If the price cannot hold, price likely to come down to this previous low. Okay, the support area. And we also take a quick look at the Tesla. Okay, Tesla stock is a bit stronger. Okay, Tesla is still testing this short-term trend line. Okay, so now the price is at the short-term trend line and see whether it can actually hold. If the short-term trend line can hold, so possible that price will continue to go up. If it cannot hold, likely price will come down here. Okay, which is the previous low. Okay, and the long-term trend line. Okay, price might come down and test here. So we have to wait and see. For this one, the Tesla actually price is very bullish. Okay, so even the price is following the uh, short-term trend line is still intact. So Tesla is doing very well. Okay, that's all for the news session today. If you guys have any question, please leave your comment. Okay, and remember to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel so you got all my video about the market. And do remember to check out my Facebook. I will post a lot of ad hoc information at the Facebook. Okay, which I don't have enough time to do the video. Sometimes I don't have time to do the video. I will post a quick update on the Facebook. Okay, thank you very much. Stay safe from COVID and do note that we are very near to the US election, so we can expect a lot of uncertainty and volatility in the market. So do trade do trade carefully, okay, and with properly scale lot size, okay, and stay safe. Bye bye.